Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with P9 Travel Vlogs. Hey, love, how are you?
I'm doing great, doing good. It's good time to be alive.
Mm-hmm. So, are you ready for these questions?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, question number one. What made you want to start YouTube?
Well, what made me want to start YouTube was basically just wanted to really just showcase just basically showcase what I'm interested in and doing with people. Like I felt like I do have an audience that I could speak to. But I did hesitate at first, but because I don't know, it just felt like I had all this footage and all this stuff I was recording, but it was my first time really being on a major platform. It's always gonna like I had a little bit of nervousness and apprehension, but I'm glad I did. Now looking back at it, I'm glad I went on ahead and instead of just dipping my feet in the water, just go ahead and just jump on in there. So you know,
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you did because this is a really amazing platform that I feel like a lot of people are able to get their voices heard and their stories heard. So it's really good to be able to have you here as well.
absolutely.
So, mhm. The next question I have for you here is what's a historical place you'll love to go and record at?
uh, Tulsa, Oklahoma, um, specifically because of Black Wall Street, the history going back with Black Wall Street. That's like one of my biggest goals is to go out there um, and just get tapped in with the history. Even though I know a lot of the people that were obviously pretty much everyone who uh, like experienced that tragedy back then. Obviously they're all deceased and whatnot, but it's still good to be able to maybe talk to somebody like at least maybe somebody who's a descendant or something of that sort of someone who went through that who went through the Black Wall Street and actually like experienced that. So I definitely say Tulsa for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely really good. All right. So the next question I have for you here is if you can swap voices with any celebrity for a day, who would it be and why? What would you do?
Ah, if I had to swap voices with a celebrity, ooh, I say Barry White. Barry White, because you know, I already have bass in my voice, but to have that level of bass is just like, that's like Lady Killer. That's like Lady Killer type, stuff right there. So that's next level. I definitely say Barry White.
You are so funny. So what you gonna do? You're gonna be making phone calls and speaking to the ladies?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
You are so funny. Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with P9 Travel Vlogs. Please make sure to go over to his page and subscribe and check out his content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is where is a place that you wouldn't go alone and why?
Oh, where I wouldn't go along. Let's see. I'll probably say New York. Like New York, it's just because it's like a jungle out there. There's so many people and just like eh, yeah, it's just I feel like I had to have at least a couple of people with me, at least two or three. Maybe one other person would suffice, but yeah, that'd be one place that it would be good to like have multiple people.
Mm. Yeah, I definitely feel you. And there's so much to do in New York. So I understand why you would want to have like other people with you just to vibe. And the people in New York, for some reason, I love me some New York, but the people in New York, they so busy trying to just get on with their day and get to where they're
Yeah,
going to. So they don't be trying to like stop and talk to you like how it is out
no,
here in Atlanta or in the South period, you know?
not at
So
all. I went
yeah.
there. I went there one time. I went there one time, but I was just there for a layover.
Mm,
called the Amtrak. I was on the Amtrak and I stopped at Penn Station. 2 hour layover. I went across the street just to get a slice of pizza because that's what everybody talk about, the pizza by the
mm-hmm.
slice. Went there and then everybody was just bumping into each other. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It's just that congestion is something else. But I mean, but I would love to go back and get the full experience,
Mm-hmm.
with somebody. But yeah,
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Okay. So the next question I have for you here is, would you ever explore an abandoned or haunted house or like an abandoned or haunted place?
I would. I would. Knowing me, how my curiosity is always like getting the best of me. You know what I'm saying? So like I think I would like to do that. Especially especially like Savannah, Georgia. They have like a ton
Mm,
of like haunted houses and like stuff like that. I would like to get that experience, and it'll be
mm.
cool to capture that on camera as well.
Okay. That would be really crazy. I feel like you'll have a lot of views on something like that because people, they're not gonna want to go with you, but they'll watch from their phone screen
They'll
and
watch
it'll be,
it.
you know, in a safe place. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Child. I
Definitely.
hope that's not a place that you'll go alone because
Yeah, I gotta bring somebody with me on that one too.
Yeah. All
Definitely.
right. So the next question I have for you here is, if you could record in any cartoon world, what cartoon world would you pick and why?
Cartoon world. I'll say the Boondocks.
Oh, that'd be
Uh,
dope.
Boondocks. That would be like I could see myself in that realm. I could see myself. Uh, like I could basically. I would want to be one of those kids, one of the grandkids of the grandfather. I would be
Mhm.
one. Just it just seemed like it'll be real funny, and then just being with those characters, tripping out. I feel like I can relate to that. I can relate to those characters. In a lot of
Mhm.
ways. But I'm more like Huey. I'm more like Huey than Riley though. Huey's more I'm more the laid back, quiet
Yeah.
one. So that would be
Collective
me,
and calm. Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. So, right quick, can you explain to everyone what your channel is about?
My channel is primarily me going to different cities and landmarks, exploring and just getting the vibe of the city or the town or the landmark that I'm exploring. Basically, just to give some visuals and some insight to those places, giving some historical, just basically giving some historical perspective, context of that particular place, and to add my little flavor to it, my little commentary, and just to kind of make it compelling. And because I know there's a lot of people on YouTube who do travel vlogging, or they may do like some walking or driving or whatever the case may be. But so, a lot of them they'll just give you the visuals. But I wanted to like just I wanted to do a little bit of both commentary and just kind of get my own spend on it. So
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So the next question I have for you here is, what's a chore that you eliminate forever if you could?
chore. Let's see. I'll probably say mopping. I mean, I know it's necessary to mop. It's necessary, but it's a really, it's just a messy job. Like, it's a messy chore. But I mean, I understand it's necessary. You gotta have gotta have clean floors, but just the aftermath and potential to slip and all that other stuff. You know.
Hmm. So it would more so be something like, as soon as the floor gets dirty, like it all of a sudden just disappears, like it never happened. I think
Yeah,
for me,
exactly.
it would be for me, it would have to be like laundry. If you wasn't able to do laundry, like as soon as you take off your clothes and put it down, it's back clean, like automatically.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
laundry. Yeah, laundry is a hassle too. Like, laundry can be
Hmm.
something. Like, I know with me, like, it's hard. It's enough of a task just washing the clothes, but then folding and the aftermath of folding and all that is like, oh gosh, I don't look forward to it.
I know. Okay. The next question I have for you here is, what historical place do you feel doesn't get enough credit?
Historical place. Uh, I would definitely say, I say St. Augustine, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like it's one of the more overlooked places in the state of Florida. Cause everybody go to Florida. Mostly Florida is they market primarily the beaches and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Disney World and like the Florida Keys, just everything related to the beach. But like St. Augustine, that's a little bit, that's like a historical town like that. I feel like if you don't really know about it, then it gets overlooked. And and I'm glad I was able to
Hmm.
showcase that, on one of my videos because that was my first time visiting, and I was really hooked to that. I was really hooked on it. Like, I think
Hmm.
that would be that I would recommend people visit if they go to Florida.
Okay. Supreme say, I never want to fold clothes again in my life. That is so funny.
Supreme. What up, Supreme?
Yeah. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, what is your opinion on public and homeschooling?
um I feel like uh, if I like, I feel like both of them can be beneficial and in a lot of ways, but I feel like they both have their pros and cons. And the reason why I say that is because public school, from an interaction standpoint, interacting with other kids, that could be the positive aspect of it. But at the same time, I feel like with homeschooling, you get more individual attention as far as, actually, I feel like it's a better environment to learn just from that standpoint. Like, you get to have more, I feel like you're more individually focused on, but like with public school, you get the interacting and everything like that. But the thing about public school, depending on what type of school you go to, it can be a disruptive environment depending on where you go, especially when you're in a classroom with like 30, 40 other kids, and you
Hmm.
don't really, you don't it's you're less likely to get the more individual attention. But I probably say that's probably the biggest thing. But you know yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. But homeschooling, I think, could be And I think homeschooling, I say the only negative thing about homeschooling and is just that you don't really, I guess you don't really have you don't have like that interaction with other kids that that you would get in public school. But that probably say it is the. I feel like it depends on the student because or the kid because some people thrive. Some people like they just don't. I guess they can't really thrive that well in the public school environment, especially when if you go to a school and you get in bullied and all that other stuff. So
Hmm.
it just I guess it's like on a case by case basis. You
Yeah.
know? Mhm.
Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather speak any language in the world or be able to speak to animals?
I say speak any language in the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The next question I have for you here is, what's the strongest rule you had to follow when you was a kid?
Strongest rule. I probably say definitely get home, make sure you get back in the house before it gets dark, and I think that was the biggest thing for me, Um, of course we were, we grew up we grew up in a time where, where it was we were just going outside, it was just air, we would go outside and play in the neighborhoods and stuff like that and play with the other neighborhood kids. But so that was real big, when I was like growing up and like, you know, and that was the thing. They was like, go out there, y'all go out there, get, y'all go out there, play outside. We ain't got to deal with y'all till y'all come back in. But y'all make sure you back in this house before them street lights come on, or yeah, that was the
Yeah.
biggest thing.
Yeah, that was definitely a big thing in my household as well.
Oh
Queen's
yes.
Academy said that she would rather speak to animals. And honestly, I agree too. I kind of would rather speak to animals because I feel like, first off, they know what's happening in the world before it happens, like natural disasters and just
Mm,
anything. And I could probably have them go anywhere and then come back to me and relay a message about what's going on over there. Like,
yeah.
like anything, like just imagine like ants crawling under the door and getting into places that you think people can't get into and just all type of stuff. Like it can go really deep when you get into that. But
That's a
yeah.
good point. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
definitely agree. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with P9 Travel Blogs. Please make sure to go over to his page and subscribe and check out his content, okay? So, the next question I have for you here is, if you can only grow hair in one place, where would you pick?
Grow hair in one place. Uh I definitely would probably say I'd probably just say the head, keep it simple, but just grow it in the head. Like I'm not really I, like I like facial hair, but at the same time, sometimes I'll be like it can be overwhelming trying to maintain it, you know, what I'm saying? So I'd probably say if I could just have the hair on the head and, not have to deal with the the facial hair, I would be good to go.
After you. Okay. The next question that I have here for you is, if you can record on the inside of any building, regardless if you're able to go in or not, if you was able to go, where would you pick?
In any building, if I was able to record in, uh hmm, I'd probably say let's see. I probably have to say I had to say the Space Needle in Seattle. Just because
Mm-hmm.
you got that little rooftop that kind of I think
Mm-hmm.
they had I think that if I'm not mistaken they have like a revolving rooftop or something like that.
Okay.
So that would be pretty cool just to get the experience. I mean, I know heights isn't everybody's thing, but like, that I think that would be a cool experience.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't say something like what's that place called? The place where they so called say they be having the aliens at. Where is it again? Area
Oh,
52
oh,
or
Area
Area 50
51.
something? Area
Yeah,
51. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think. Oh, yeah. That's another. That would be cool too, yo. For real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
You know how many views you'll have on that video? Because ain't nobody will
yeah,
be able to go in there. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
true. That's true. It was.
Yeah.
I think it was one guy. This one guy, I forget. He's on YouTube. He did a video. He went. I think he went near the site, Area 51.
Mm.
He had like I don't know. He had on like some type of. He had like a hazmat suit on or something. Like he was about to go in there, and I don't know if he ever did make it in there or whatnot. But he was at least trying to get some, it was all for content, really. I think,
Yeah.
but yeah, that would be
I
cool though.
think, yeah. Social Digest said that she saw that. I think I seen that video too. And he
Oh
probably
yeah,
wore that suit hoping that he will be able to get up in there or something.
yeah,
It's true. Probably thought he was going to be able to blend in.
yeah.
Oh, Social Digest said that they told him he had to leave. Mm.
Oh yeah, yep. That's one. That's exactly one. Yeah. Uh-huh. He's like, you ain't slick.
Hmm. Right? Like, get up out of here. I'm surprised he was able to get that close. I thought there was like a borderline where you can't like
Yeah,
pass a certain way or something.
yeah. That place is very top secret and protected. Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question I have for you here is if you could teleport, but only while dancing, where would you do it at?
Teleport while dancing.
Yeah, like if you can teleport anywhere, but the only way that you're able to like spark it to get you to teleport, you have to like dance and like seriously dance. So where would you do it at? Like, would you do it in public or would you like go to a private place and do it?
Uh, uh, I don't know. I might do it in public. I might do it in public. Yeah, get my best. Try my best attempt at a moonwalk or something. You know.
Child, what? Nah, you gotta be like really dancing. Like you gotta
Like
like be
really
breaking it
dancing.
down. You gotta be breaking it down like you want
I
to
got,
dance
I got, I
slow.
got really, I got to really be all in it, huh?
Yeah, you gotta spark that energy, get that energy so you can teleport, you know?
Uh, yeah. I don't
Mm-mm.
know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know.
You'll be like in the middle of the mall and have an emergency call and have to drop everything and just start.
and just
Yeah.
and by doing that, I just teleport wherever I need to go.
Yeah. But you know how much
Okay.
attention that would cause also, like each time you do it? You know what
Yeah.
it reminds me of? That remind me when I just thought about it. I should have thought about it when I thought about the question, but it reminded me of Blue's Clues when he jumps into the tea kettle. He does that dun, 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 dun,
Oh
and he
yeah.
jumps in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that brought me back. That's some memory. That's some memories right there. Right
Yeah.
there.
That is so funny.
He just figured out Blues Clues. He just
Yeah.
figured out. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with P9 Travel Blogs. Please make sure to go over to his channel and subscribe and check out his content, okay?
Okay.
So, the next question I have for you here is would you rather have to wear wet socks for the rest of your life or an itchy sweater for the rest of your life?
Ooh. Ah, I think I'll take the wet socks. I'll take the wet socks.
Yeah. You
I think
gonna
I
be
can
the
barely
guy
do
walking down the place with like the sound.
it.
Yo, that is so funny.
People be looking at me like, what's going on with this dude?
Yeah.
Like,
Like what? And you know your socks is wet, so they never gonna dry. So you're just gonna be leaving a trail of water behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
I'm
imagine.
trying to imagine what it would feel like with an itchy sweater. Like that just
I wouldn't want that. That would
ugh.
make me so irritated. I would,
Yeah.
child. Like what?
I
Mm-mm.
know, right?
Yo, Social Digest said, "I'll take the birthday suit." Who would want either?
Mm,
Shoot.
interesting.
I know, right? Nasty feeling for both. Yeah, it is. All right. So the next question I have for you here is, what makes you choose the place that you go record at?
um, it's basically, I just basically like kind of basically one thing I do. I usually I look at a map. I look at a map and I kind of I do my research and be like, this looks like a pretty interesting place that I feel like I could that I could get a vibe and document and really just get some really cool content, cool footage, and I just basically go from there. You know, like and some of them too. Some of the places I feel like it would be good content because I know a lot of people never heard of these places. But but like I know that I could get the viewers to really tap in because it's each place has its own unique vibe to it. So
Hmm.
I think that's really what compels me. I just basically just kind of like do research on really some of the most interesting places to visit, and then I look at it on the map and just kind of go from there.
Okay. Yeah, that's lit. I think it's so dope that you like I love to research too. So I love the fact that you like research all these places. Like I remember the video that I seen where you talked about you went to some place in Georgia and you were saying and explaining in your video how that part of Georgia was the first place in America where gold was discovered.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I went to Dahlonega, which is probably about maybe an hour from Atlanta, something like that. You know, yeah, but it's yeah, that's yeah. And I heard about that place before. I just didn't know. I didn't know it had. I didn't. I used to always think California, out there, was like the first place for gold. But then it was like, nah, that place was actually the first place. And I was like, oh wow, it's interesting.
Right.
A lot of stuff that I learned too. Um, some of the stuff I learned is like right there on the spot. Like when I'm there, like which is pretty cool.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So the next question I have for you here is, if you created a new channel, what would it be about?
Uh, let's see. A new channel. It'll probably be sports related. Probably just like doing like some sports commentary or something.
Mhm.
That's like my next favorite topic to talk about is sports. Maybe do like that. Primarily just doing the current sports and then like historical sports and how those tie into each other, and maybe every now and then get a little political, the political aspect of it, but my primarily just sports related content. I think that would be my next, but that would be like a good you know uh channel if I were to do another channel.
Mhm. Social Digest said boxing. What do you do? Like, what do you talk about boxing?
Oh yes. Hmm.
Like all sports.
I'll be versatile with the sports,
Mhm.
like because like some of these networks, like on TV, they focus primarily just on basketball and football. Like, they don't even like it used to be a time where ESPN used to, like, they will have Sports Center, they'll show the highlights from every sport. But now it's like it went downhill after, like, after they dropped Sports Center, and it just became just, we just talking primarily football and basketball all the time. And it's like it just pretty much, you just basically negating, you're neglecting the other sports. I wouldn't want to do that. I want to cover all of them if possible.
Mm-hmm. So,
Definitely.
the source was saying sounds like a cool channel. Somebody type it. Um, Queen's Academy, if you're still here, can you please type in P9 travel vlogs? It's the letter P, the number 9, travel vlogs. TravelVlogs. All right, so
I appreciate you for checking me out.
yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with P9 Travel Vlogs. Please make sure to go and subscribe and check in with his channel content, okay? So, the next question I have for you here is, what SpongeBob character would you want to live with if you had to live with them? Like if they had to move in, who would you
Mm,
pick and why?
SpongeBob character. Let's see. Uh, SpongeBob character. I'll probably say. I don't know. For some reason, Mr. Krabs. Oh, Mr. Krabs. I know it
What?
sounds weird.
Child, you better
Mr.
make sure you
Krabs.
have your money.
Heck
Talking
yeah,
about
I
Mr.
will. You right
Krabs.
about that.
What?
Hey,
As soon as you go to work, he gonna be standing at the door
I
like,
I
"Bye," and
take
then
all
go
my bread
searching through
with
all
me.
your wallets and
I take-
everything. Child, what?
I know that
Boy,
was
he gonna rob
unexpected.
you. He gonna rob you.
I had to like, I had to always make sure my bread is like tucked away, somewhere safe.
Nah, you're gonna actually have to carry that with you because even if you got it tucked away, he gonna use his claws and break it
You
open.
know, you gonna break them safes open and
Child,
stuff.
uh-uh.
That one was kind. I know that was unexpected.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-mm. Okay. The next question I have for you here is, if you could be granted any wish, what would you choose and why?
Granted any wish, I honestly would say world peace. If we could just make the world just a peaceful place to live in, like, I feel like, people would be safe, people be able to coexist with each other. I'd say that's my biggest wish. You know what I'm saying? If it's just the
Mhm.
world, just the, if we could just make, if I had a wish, just make all the wars and all the just the fighting and all that stuff would go away. That would be the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one for sure. Because this world is, it can be so peaceful. It's just that the people in here, we tend to just make it something other than what it doesn't need to be, you
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
it's just too many. You got people that want power. They want power. They want, they're addicted to having power and conflict, and then they thrive off of it. And it's
Mhm.
unfortunate because you have innocent people who are suffering as a result. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the next question I have for you here is, what led you to an end of a friendship for you? Like any friendship that you had, what was one of the reasons that it ended?
Um, I'd probably say I had a friendship end. Uh, it's due to, like, it was basically it was a mistake that I made. It was a mistake that I made. When I was like in elementary school, on the last day of school of that year, um, I had what ended up happening is on the last day of school, before we got on the bus to go to school, one of my friends, he handed me a basketball. He had his basketball. He handed it to me, and what ended up happening is, I'm thinking like, well, I don't know why he handed it to me, but he handed it to me. I guess he was like, could you hold it for me or whatever. So in my mind, I'm thinking, like we can't take this basketball to school. You know what I'm saying? So I basically, it was like a bush. It was like some bushes, and like, whatever. So I was like, in my first mind was just to put it down and hide it so that nobody would see it and take it or whatever. So we get to school and he asked me what happened to the ball. I'm like, I left it. I hid it in the bushes, and he got mad at me. He was like, nah, he was like, man, somebody's gonna take it. I was like, nah, and I told him, I was like, nobody gonna. I hid it. I made sure I hid it. I made sure nobody was looking when I hid it and everything like that. So long story short, we get back, and his ball wasn't there. It turns out his ball, I thought I hit it good, good enough. His ball wasn't there anymore. So he got mad and, basically never talked to me again. It was just like, it was unintentional. I didn't mean for it to happen that way. I thought I was doing something like to help him, and it ends up backfiring. So that's one of the ones that stick with me. Like, it always stuck with me, to this day.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's so crazy to have something end over something that really didn't seem to be like all that meaningful. You know what I'm saying? And it shows how much you really like care for people, that you still like carry that in your like thoughts sometimes. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Definitely. I even offered, like, I was like, I even offered it to him. He was so mad. Like, I was like, like, I asked my parents for the money to buy another one, and he was that, I was like, wow, he was that impressed. Like, I mean, that could be replaced. It's a basketball, but, you know, it was crazy.
Yeah. It probably was something that had meaning behind it. That would be the only reason I would think that somebody would be going that mad over something that is very replaceable. Like if it was
Yeah,
something that like someone that probably passed away passed down to them, like his dad's favorite basketball or something like that.
probably had
But
like sentimental values to it. Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't want to hold on to anybody's stuff. Like, I know, nah. Just because I think about the deepest of things. Like, some people think surface level, but I get really deep when it gets to thinking about the smallest things. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't
I can
even.
tell. I can
Yeah,
tell. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next question I have for you here is: if you was to go back to school, what would you go to school for?
If I were to go back to school, I would probably go to school for probably something technology related, like IT or something in the
Mm,
technology field, because doing large part because it's always something new to learn. It's always something, and I feel like that's probably the most hands-on, like field to be in. You actually doing stuff, and also it's a good industry. It's a really on demand industry to work in. So that'd be like the biggest. I think that would be like, if I go to school, it would be for something computer or technology related.
yeah. Supreme actually does IT. He works with things like that. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
knows
that's
a whole
right.
lot about
Yeah.
that. Mm-hmm.
Shout
And
out to
Kenneth,
Supreme.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Kenneth ain't
Kenneth. Yeah,
been
Kenneth.
on
Yeah,
here in a couple of days. I
yeah.
wonder where he's at. But he actually does that too, and he runs his own business doing that. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Technology
Yeah.
is very, it's very 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 interesting. Especially, it's always growing, it's always evolving. So
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with P9 Travel Vlogs. Please make sure to go over to his page and subscribe and check out his content, okay? So,
Yeah.
the next question I have for you here is, if you were able to summon 5 things in an instant, what would they be and why?
Summon 5 things. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Like, you know
hmm.
how on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, I got this
uh,
question because I thought about that. You know, when he's able to get those things, be like, he'll pull it out, like, which one should I use for this moment? You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that he say. And then he
oh
picked the one
yeah.
that he want. Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
which 5 items would you choose?
Summon 5 items. Let's see. 5 things. I probably say. It's a tough one. Let me see. Definitely energy. Definitely summon
Okay.
energy. Definitely
I like that.
summon. Definitely summon energy, good vibes. Summon. What else? You know. Intellect. Just like just good thoughts, positive thoughts, and I got 2 more. Let me see. And I probably summon and then also summon like the just like the wisdom that my grandfather left me before he passed away. All those things all the valuable lessons he taught me, and some good music, some good music. I gotta have some good music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna help me. That's gonna help me get through. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Jaja said, good answer. I'll summon Jesus. Can't
Oh, that
nobody
part,
beat
that part.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, you go.
Yeah. Come on,
Nah, that's a good
wisdom.
one. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. The next question that I have for you here is, would you ever cover a cruise ship or like theme parks as far as like doing your traveling videos?
Yes, I do plan on doing a a theme park vlog, and I want to do another cruise. I want to do another cruise vlog. That's definitely something I would like to do in the near future. You know, you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's some. I know that would really make for some dope content.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
said another cruise. So you have a cruise
yeah.
video on your page? I don't remember seeing one.
Yes, it's actually one of my early. It's one of my earlier ones that I posted it back in April when I start, like
Hmm.
probably April or May, around that time when I started the channel. Um,
Okay.
but I actually recorded it like back in 2022, September 2022. So it's an older video, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So the next question I have for you here is, what is your dream job?
My dream job, uh, I would say my dream job would be to just help people, like doing something to help people, like maybe like something along the lines of tutoring or mentoring someone, just passing down my basically my wisdom or whatever the case may be towards somebody that's going to help enrich their lives. I probably say that's the biggest thing for me, you know. And Yeah, something to serve, basically to serve people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like your answers. It really shows how much you like care for other human beings. So that's really amazing to be able to, get your perspective and just see how like kind you are inside. Cause sometimes you can't really tell from people. Like I know how you are, you know what I mean? But other people that don't know you, I'm glad that they're able to see you in this light.
I appreciate that. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. All
Yeah.
right. So the next question I have for you here is, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered just as somebody who, basically somebody who's just somebody who's insightful, good spirit, good spirited individual, someone who likes to connect with people, you know, and just basically just somebody who just likes to, just like have good conversations, stuff like that. So those are like the biggest things I would like to be remembered for, and just being an overall good person that could, that's pretty much you could come to and talk to and get my insight on certain things. That's pretty much the biggest thing. Those are the biggest things.
Okay, yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I'm here with P9 Travel Vlogs. Please make sure to go and subscribe to his channel and check out his content, okay? So, this question that I have for you here is actually your last question. So, the question I have for you here is, if you were able to mutate into any animal, what would you pick?
Hmm. Mutate into any animal. Gosh, let me see. I would probably say, I'd probably say a tiger.
A tiger?
Yeah, I say a tiger. Those are,
What
yeah.
would be the reason why?
Uh, they're, I guess because I like the stripes for one. I know that from the visual standpoint, the stripes are cool. And then just the I don't know. I feel like that's like my spirit animal. Like if I had a spirit animal, I feel like that would be the one right there, the tiger. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm so goofy. I'm so goofy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would probably turn into, I'm laughing thinking about it. I would probably turn into one of those really like loud birds. And I would and I would fly into the home of someone I didn't like, and I would go like caca loud as hell at like 3 a.m. and wake them up. Like, yeah.
Hey, that
Yeah,
sounds
like
about right.
go in there and just start go in there and just start disturbing the whole house. Like, yeah, that's what
Hey,
I would
hey,
do.
my
Hmm.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. My petty side will come out every now and then. I probably would. I probably
Or
would
you
do
know
something
what
like
I
that.
would do if you was trying to do something. You know how people sometimes when they're trying to focus, like for
Uh,
instance, like when they're really trying to focus and they need like quiet, like almost like to say if you're driving in a really like foggy like road that you've never been on and like the fog is so intense and you can't see anything to the point that when people they're really trying to focus on the road to the point that they lower the music down because they gotta
uh,
focus. I would fly into the window.
oh my
I
god.
would fly into
No, no way. No way.
I would fly into the window and just go caca. Ciao.
Jay,
I
you
would
so
mess up their
silly.
whole thing. That
Oh
is
wow.
so funny to me. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Hey. Hey, don't
Yo.
hey, don't mess with Jay. Don't piss Jay off.
Yo, that is so funny to me. That is hilarious. Yo, they would hate to see me coming. They would hate to see me coming. You
I
better
know.
hope you're not on like one of those tight lines where you gotta stand with the stick in your hand and walk across the
Oh my
tightrope.
gosh. Oh dang.
I would
Oh
come.
man. Oh, it's over with. Then it's
Oh
over
my god, yo,
for
it got me in tears. Yo, I would come and I would literally just be flapping my wings.
him.
I would just be flapping my wings looking
I,
at you
I had no,
because I know
I
that you
had
know
no
what I'm
idea.
about to do.
Hey,
Like,
look,
yeah.
look. This is
I'll be
a
like, try me if you want to.
this is a revelation right here. This is a revelation. I had no idea.
Yo,
I
try
had
me if
no
you want to.
clue.
You about to go down, you don't even know. Yo, that is so funny.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Mm-mm-mm.
Wow.
What? Danielle said when they trying to record a YouTube video, Jacob screaming,
Oh, oh,
"Child, that is so funny, yo!" Like I would come at times and mess you up. Like just imagine if
oh.
you just got a whole bunch of money and you counted the money up and you probably had like $30,000 and you finally got to almost about to be done. You probably had like a few more hundreds to go. And then I just came, I seen you counting all that time and came at the end like, yeah, what's up? Like, oh my gosh. You
I
will
had no idea.
not remember where you
Look,
was at. That is so funny. That is so funny. Like what?
dang. Okay.
Yes.
Ah, I know. So that's your animal of choice, huh? I
Yo, I am such a clown. You don't even understand.
had no idea. Look, I just learned something.
Yo, OMG. But yes, now that we are here at the end of the segment, do you have anything you want to say?
um, First and foremost, I once again I appreciate you for inviting me onto your platform to and you putting me out there and to, to your subscribers and everything like that. So I really do appreciate it, and for everybody who is watching, everybody who's watching, and this is your first time seeing me. I appreciate you for watching and going to check out the channel. And yeah, definitely got some more content in the in down the pipeline. So yeah,
Are you talking about me?
this was really
That
good.
is so funny.
This
Ciao.
yeah.
Mm-mm. Well, I appreciate you being able to come onto this platform. I really want this to be able to be something that everybody is able to just get a chance to, express themselves and say it in a way like answering all these questions are it's a way to really like pull a lot of your personality out. And some people they
Yeah,
have a certain content or niche that they stick into. So I really thought that this was going to be a great idea to allow everyone to just like be themselves and able to do it in a way that can like carry on in a way that is just a good watch. Being able to see you
absolutely.
in a different light allows people to
Mhm.
want to come over and actually watch your videos now that they have gotten to know you a little bit better. Instead of watching the content just to see the content, they'll watch it and like it more now that they know the person behind the content. So that's
That's
kind
a
of what I
really
wanted to do here.
That's dope.
Hmm.
That's a dope thing you got going here with this 20
Hmm.
questions. Like and I know everybody appreciates it, and like I said, it's a really good way to vibe. Yeah, it's a really good way to vibe for sure.
Hmm. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Everybody that's in the comments and the chat, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hey, Chris, you came right at the end. Please make sure to go over to P9 Travel Vlogs page and subscribe and check out his content, okay? I hope you guys have an amazing night, and make sure y'all keep y'all windows closed before I come up in there at 3 a.m. No, I'm playing. Yeah. But bye, you guys. Y'all have a good night.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Jay.